When we put out a calendar, it's always about the start date, the end date, and whether or not we have a spring break. Everything else is kind of in the mix somewhere. Well, the start date is set by law now. It can't be earlier than the 23rd of August, so that's the date we've chosen. We also try to be done in May, late May, before June. And then the last several years, we've done a great deal of polling in regards to spring break. That tends to be the divider. Some people love spring break, some people dislike spring break. But most recently, the votes in favor of spring break have been significantly larger than those opposed. So we thought if we're going to do a calendar and it's going to be pretty standardized, let's put it out 2 years in advance. That way, community organizations, those other agencies in town will know what our calendar is, parents know what our calendar is, and then sometimes they plan things during that break for kids who maybe aren't, who are in town looking for something to do during that week. So just trying to be consistent. Figure if nothing else, consistency will help people with planning what they need to do.
And now you'd mentioned something about after 3 years you can, what will happen?
So our goal is, this year and then the next two are all very similar. So we're trying to kind of put together an experience, a 3-year experience, and then we'll go back at some really in-depth polling and asking parents and teachers and everybody what they thought of those calendars, as opposed to changing it every year. It kind of gets through a little bit of a roller coaster. So 3 years of consistency, then we'll go back at the surveying and ask people what they liked, disliked about a calendar, and we'll look at those that input for the next couple of years' calendars. We're just trying to be consistent.
And then I know that the district had set up a public comment page. What sorts of questions or concerns did you receive?
So basically those things. About 100 comments. We got about 11,000 students, so very, very small percentage make comment, and it really has to do with the beginning date, the end date, spring break. Those are really what the comments draw. Most everything else is pretty neutral or pretty consistent around the state.
Okay.